Hi everyone, so this week's multi-use plant introduction is to German Statice. German Statice is a perennial plant. It does take a full year to get going, so if you start it in the springtime and plant it out, you're not going to see flowers from it that season. At least that's my experience. You got to wait till the following season. It also does not like to be transplanted. So if you can, choose a nice permanent or semi-permanent home, at least for your German Statice, because if you transplant it or dig it up in the spring and move it to a new location, it gets pretty stressed by that and you may not see flowers that season either. But once you get this plant going, it is pretty amazing. It can be used fresh or dried, so that's where our multi-use comes in. It does typically bloom about once a season for us. There are a few, kind of like oddballs out in the field that are just starting, a few stems that are just starting to bloom, but for the most part, we see this all bloom earlier in the summer, in around July, primarily. And what we don't use fresh, we harvest all of it for drying. It dries really easily and quickly. It's a fantastic plant, and I can't wait to tell you how we use it for floral work. So German Statice, add that one to your list. I'm out in the back perennial rows and I brought one of these bunches of dried German Statice from earlier in the season. So we just hang it, I think there are about 10 stems here, maybe fewer, to a bunch, and we hang it upside down in the barn. I'm not even really sure that you need to hang it upside down. It's so sturdy when it's fresh. That's pretty remarkable to work with. So fresh or dried, we love to use this plant as a network for holding stems in a vase. You can see that it's almost like a natural kind of like chicken wire. Like it's so wiry, it's so strong. If you hold a few stems of these in your hand, you can really easily insert other flowers into a bouquet that you're making. We'll also put them in a vase and use them as like a natural framework for holding stems, especially heavier flowers. Having a base of German Statice is a really fantastic way to get going. This plant makes a beautiful accent. It's really popular in floral work in boutonnieres and corsages. There's a similar plant called limonium that has a little bit of a lighter, airier look, a little bit lavender in color. But this is German Statice, the white stuff here. And you can see up close, the flowers are really quite lovely, a little star-shaped shape to them. Beautiful. So yeah, great. It's hardy, great for wreaths too. We start our German Statice from seed. This is what the plants look like after the flowers have been harvested from them. Just kind of low-lying, pretty green foliage. One thing that's really nice about this plant is that the leaves are completely separate of the flower stems. So when you harvest your stems, there are no leaves to clean from them when you're working with German Statice. So that makes it really easy to harvest. And like I said, the stems are in such a nice dense network that it's easy to dry. So our seeds come from Swallowtail Garden Seeds. They also sell the lavender, kind of sea lavender variety of limonium, kind of in the same category as German Statice on their website. So have a look at those, and keep in mind that if you are planting this, you're going to want to try to choose a nice permanent or semi-permanent location because they don't like to be moved. We are growing ours here in this row alongside Baptisia and Cupid Start. Cupid Start is another I think underappreciated perennial that we love here, and maybe we'll feature it at a future time on the segment. But these three plants really grow in concert nicely together. They all have very different habits, and they seem to really work well together.